ho! Merry Christmas!
Happy Vlogmas Day 3. So, how you all doing? It's me again. Well, obviously you know that. So, what I want to show you all today is... ta-da! The Sarah Jane Adventures and Torchwood of the Doctor Who spin-offs. So yeah, of two of my favourite companions. So yeah, I was really excited to get the Doctor Who spin-offs because I watched all of them in order. Also, I watched this and this. So the spin-offs were part of Russell T Davis's era, and they're on part of different programs. As Torchwood was on BBC Three, and the Sarah Jane Adventures was on CBBC. So Torchwood came out in 2006, and the Sarah Jane Adventures uh, uh, appeared in 2007 on New Year's Day. So yeah, so basically, since David Tennant's era continues to Matt Smith's era, so these box sets are, well, they show the adventures of Sarah Jane Smith and Captain Jack Harkness. So Russell T Davis had an idea to create two spin-off shows for the Doctor's previous companions and their own character developments and their backstories and everything. So basically, Torchwood is an adult series, and the Sarah Jane Adventures is a friendly children's series. Don't ask me why I got a children's series. I just like the Sarah Jane Adventures because she's one of my favorite companions. She's the companion of the Doctor's third and fourth incarnations, and later the 10th when they teamed up. And Captain Jack Harkness is the companion of the 9th and 10th Doctors. So yeah, so Torchwood is pretty dark and has a lot of swearing in it, but the Sarah Jane Adventures is friendly and exciting. So yeah, there is a difference between these two spin-offs, but they still continue beyond the 10th Doctor and 11th Doctor's era. So yeah, so Torchwood follows Captain Jack Harkness, the former time agent slash omnisexual immortal superhero, and where we left Jack was when we last saw him in Doctor Who Series 1 when he was exterminated by the Daleks, and that he was left behind by the Doctor because he's a fixed point in time and a fact, and the reason that the Doctor left him because he's immortal and he cannot die. So Captain Jack has lived throughout the entire 19th to 20th to 21st century, and he's been waiting for the Doctor to return. And in at some point he got his hands on the 10th Doctor's lost hand in hopes of when it beeps of when the Doctor arrives, then he'll be ready to answer for some questions of why he left him on the game station in the future. So yeah, so Captain Jack is in charge of Torchwood 3, and his companions are Welsh policewoman Gwen Cooper, played by Eve Miles, and an office boy from the first Torchwood one, Ianto Jones, the surgeon, Dr. Owen Harper, and the the and the China and a Japanese woman named Toshiko Sato. So yeah, and Captain Jack, he's amazing. He's an action hero. So yeah, but he does give away some omnisexual jokes because, well, he's from the 51st century. He does keep his secrets from his companions. And then later in series 4, he makes new companions like uh MI5 or 6 or 7 agents like Rex Matheson and Esther Drummond. And yeah, and that was the last time we saw Captain Jack in the finale of Torchwood Series 4 Miracle Day. And yeah, I learned quite a lot from Jack, my second favorite companion. His story is pretty tragic and pretty dark and quite amazingly amusing. And now the Sarah Jane Adventures with my number one favorite. Yeah, Sarah Jane Smith is still a journalist, and when she left the Doctor was when the fourth Doctor got a call from Gallifrey that humans weren't allowed to come near Gallifrey because it's against Gallifreyan law, and yeah, and then because the fourth Doctor took her home to South Croydon, Hillview Road, where it's her home, but he did tell her that they will meet again. And so half a dozen times he regenerated. It was in his 10th incarnation that he met Sarah Jane Smith after so many years since he left her, or when she left him. And her story, she does keep secrets too, just like Jack Harkness, because they're both the main character of these spin-off series. And Sarah Jane, I learned a lot from her as well. She was in her. I learned about how her parents died, and she's made quite a lot of enemies, also of her fear of clowns, and yeah. Also, Jack, he doesn't age. He doesn't really age, and he had a family. He has a family. He has a daughter and a grandson. Because if you're immortal, you'll still be younger and never age, although he's found a grey hair slowly. And Sarah Jane, well, in Torchwood, the Doctor gets mentioned quite a few times, but Sarah Jane does mention the Doctor quite a lot of times. So yeah, these spin-off shows were amazing. I mean, I did watch the Sarah Jane Adventures when I was younger. It's just because Elizabeth Sladen sadly passed away in 2011, sadly. But Captain Jack is still around. Also, he was on the Lorraine show, and I was surprised that he had a Scottish accent. Who'd have thought? So he's got both an American and Scottish accent. Wow. I did not know that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and get ready for Captain Jack to return in Doctor Who's festive special, Revolution of the Daleks. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and comment below. Allons-y!